Hey, I'm Jerome Harris. Am I ever glad to see you? We've been really shorthanded here in the tech department, so it's great to see someone new starting to train for the position. I hear you did really well in your technical training and certification course, and I look forward to seeing what you can do. So, let's get you started. First, you get your tech uniform today. You might have seen the lightweight white uniform most people wear, but those are made of cotton and don't meet the safety requirements for technicians in certain situations. The new tech uniform I'm giving you has been treated and is flame retardant. Our job requires direct work with equipment and electricity, so we need the extra protection to keep us safe. Also, here's your tool belt and the key to the toolbox. Make sure you take care of your tools. They are expensive and you'll need them, so always put them back where you get them from. Also, I've included a padlock. I'll tell you what that's for later, but for now, add your initials to the back of it so we'll know it's yours. So, put those on and we'll get going. That fits pretty well. Glad we had your size. Now for the safety equipment. You see this hat I'm sporting? It's called a bump cap. Not only does it hide my receding hairline, it has a hard plastic insert to protect the old noggin. Here's one for you. You'll also need these plastic safety goggles. Since you will be doing inspection and repairs all over this end of the line, you'll have to learn the areas where the safety equipment is needed. Or you can do what I do and just keep the safety equipment on at all times. Eventually, you're going to be responsible for repairing, inspecting, and maintaining this end of the line. I think the best way for you to learn how the equipment is supposed to function is to shadow the line operators who work on it every day. I'm ready whenever you are. And of course, if anything goes down while you're shadowing, the training will start right away. I'd like you to meet Haley Patterson. She works on the line doing quality control on the engine blocks of our luxury sedan.
Hi, glad to meet you. Maybe later, after you get settled into your new job, you can give me some pointers on how you got certified. I'm interested in moving up in the company. For now, I'll show you how this section of the line works. Like Jerome said, we do quality control on the engine block here. Everything has got to be exact, otherwise cars won't run right. This is CaliBot, our resident calibration robot. Her job is to accurately measure the engine block cylinders. That's where the pistons will go. Internal combustion engines rely on pistons moving up and down in cylinders correctly. This is an important step to providing the best cars to our customers. Any flaws here, and the car won't run the way it should. I monitor these screens to make sure CaliBot is getting the correct measurements. It's also my job to make sure CaliBot gets back into the home starting position before running through her programming loop. In addition to all of that, I take measurements of the cylinders with this nifty handheld laser device to check CaliBot's calibration. I record my measurement results and compare them against CaliBot's. If the numbers don't match, we know there is something wrong with her calibration. That would mean inaccurate measurements and possibly faulty engine blocks. While the line isn't moving, let's do some measuring. Put the measuring device into the cylinder and press the measuring button. Good! Now record your results on your worksheet, but make sure you put which cylinder you measured. Next, we want to repeat that process with a different cylinder. Be sure to record your results. Now, compare what you got on the two cylinders you measured to what CaliBot recorded. The measurements can differ by only 1/10 of a millimeter. Are they within 1/10 of a millimeter? Nice. I double-checked Callibot to make sure she is in her proper starting position. We don't want anyone hurt or accidentally stuffed into an engine block, so let's do a quick safety check, and then I'll get the line moving. Looks like the line is all clear. Bump cap? Check. Safety glasses? Check. No brain cells or eyeballs lost on my watch. We're good to go. This button starts the line moving forward. Would you do the honors? As the line moves forward, the engine block enters the lift. From there, the lift takes the engine up to the next level, where work will continue. After that, it goes to another section of the line, where it is put into the chassis, or body of the car. So, that's it in a nutshell. Everything seems to be running smoothly. Uh-oh. Spoke too soon. Something seems to be wrong. The line is stopped. We can check a couple of things before we call the tech. Can you check the robot diagnostic screen? Maybe Callibot signaled to stop the line because she did a self-diagnostic and came back with error messages. What does it say? Do we have errors there? Next, let's check if the correct parts are being used. Wrong parts can shut the line down at the speed of light. To check the parts, we have a numbering system. Each type of vehicle we make has a different set of digits at the beginning of the number. The middle digits indicate which part it is. The later digits tell which model year the car is and which factory made the vehicle. Obviously, we are looking at an engine block, but we don't want to just eyeball it and decide that it is the correct engine block for this line. We want to check the numbers to be absolutely certain. So compare the number on the engine block with the number on this chart. Do we have the right engine block? Yes, we do have the right part on the line. While you were checking the part number, I checked to make certain the engine block was positioned correctly on the conveyor belt. 2 more possible problems eliminated. We've done all we can do. Time to call in a tech. We need to get the line moving again quickly because time is money. I'll call Jerome. He should be able to determine what is wrong and know how to fix it. I called Jerome, and he's on his way. Wow, that was fast.
I was just around the corner inspecting some equipment, so I was pretty close when the call came in. What happened and what have you already checked?
We had just started the line. Maybe 5 engines had gone up the lift when it stopped. We checked Callibot for error messages, and there were none. We also checked to see that we had the appropriate parts, and they were in the right location on the conveyor belt. It didn't appear to be any of those things, so we called you.
That was a good job, both checking things and communicating to me. Short and succinct is best when time is wasting. Since this part of the line primarily focuses on inspection and product transfer, I bet the problem is with the limit switch the engine block hits on the way to the lift. But if I'm wrong, I'll buy you lunch. But just to be sure, let's check out the other possibilities first. It's always best to be thorough. The first thing to check is that the power is on. Obviously, we don't have a lack of electricity in the plant because all the lights, computers, screens, and stuff are still on. Plus, we have backup power supplies that have not come on. But that doesn't mean that there might not be a lack of electricity to part of the line. Part of the line lacking power would shut the entire section of the line down. To check the power, we will use a